Good morning students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today we will discuss about Newton's third law of motion. So as you observe, when you kick a ball, right, it comes every time back to you. Why is it so? Why does the ball come back every time when you kick it towards the wall? So what's the reason behind it? See, it is like ball is also kicking back to you, right? So why is it so? Because when you are applied force on the ball, then ball is also applied reactive force, right? Because it is returned to you, it means it is applying reactive force, right? As you are applying force by kicking on the ball, right, ball is also applying reactive force. Okay, just pause this video for 20 seconds and stand up and try to push a ball. So after pushing the ball, what do you observe? Let us understand. Are you able to push the ball? Are you able to push the ball? No. Then why is it so? Why you are not able to push the ball? Because you are applying some force on the wall and wall is also applying some force back, right, towards you. So see, forces are applied in opposite directions. So you are applying some force in the form of action and the wall is also applying some force as reactive force. So what we can say? Means if we apply force on any object, right, अगर हम किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट पे फोर्स लगा रहे हैं तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट भी क्या करेगा? अपोजिट फोर्स अप्लाई करेगा. जो हम फोर्स लगा रहे हैं उसके अपोजिट मीन्स रिएक्टिव फोर्स अप्लाई करेगा, right? So this is Newton's third law of motion. Every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? So let us understand this more. So if we talk about Newton's third law, right, so it is also known as reactive force. So how it is known as reactive force? Students, as far you see, when we push the wall, right, then wall is also applied some force towards you. Okay, so that is the reactive force. So that's why due to some, when you perform this experiment on some objects, right, you will find that every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? So when object exert a force on another object, right, this take an example of wall, right, F1, you are F1 and this is F2 is a wall, right? So if you are applying force on wall, so what will happen there? The second object instantaneously exert a force back on the first. तो जो सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट है वो भी क्या करेगा? फर्स्ट पे फोर्स अप्लाई करेगा, राइट? सो जब भी आप फोर्स इस पे अप्लाई करोगे, एक्शन जो भी आपका होगा, राइट, तो जो सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो भी इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड से, राइट, मैग्नीट्यूड जो दोनों फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं यहाँ पे वो क्या होगा, दोनों का सेम होगा, राइट, बट जो डायरेक्शन होगी वो क्या होगी, अलग अलग होगी, राइट। सी, when you are applying force on any body, so these forces must be equal, right? So action और reactive, और जो आप एक्शन कर रहे हो, राइट, जो जितने भी मैग्नीट्यूड से फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हो वो, और जो रिएक्टिव फोर्स है वो क्या होगा, हमेशा इक्वल होगा। सो दीज फोर्सेज आर ऑलवेज इक्वल इन मैग्नीट्यूड बट अपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन। सी, मैग्नीट्यूड तो दोनों का इक्वल है, दैट्स वाई नथिंग इज मूविंग, राइट, बट जो डायरेक्शन है वो क्या होगी, अलग अलग। सी, यू आर अप्लाइंग फोर्स इन द राइट डायरेक्शन बट द वॉल अप्लाइंग फोर्स इन द लेफ्ट डायरेक्शन। I hope this is understood by all the students. So these forces acts on different objects but never on the same objects. तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट हम यूज कर रहे हैं वो भी क्या है, डिफरेंट है। मीन्स आप वॉल पे प्रेशर एक्सर्ट कर रहे हो और वॉल आप पे प्रेशर एक्सर्ट कर रही है, राइट। तो फोर्सेज एक्ट्स ऑन डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स बट नेवर ऑन द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट। So let us take another example, pushing or pulling, right? According to this law, when you push anything and when you applied force on anything to push, then that object also applied reactive force towards you, right? It also apply force. Or when you pull something, right, a person is pulling this log, so he is applying force, right, but this log is also applying force in opposite direction, and that is reactive force. I hope by the now you have understood all the examples very well, right? Let us take this example again, which we have discussed earlier, right? So see, if this boy apply force on this ball with 10 Newton, right, then this is the action which the boy did, means the magnitude of the force is 10 Newton, but the wall is also when this ball, right, strike to the wall, it also exert the same magnitude of force, that will be 10 Newton, right? So from here what you can say, as we discussed, right, when you apply force on any object, the magnitude of force which you are applied becomes equal, right? So in both the cases force is equal, they are applied force with equal magnitude, but the direction, you see, the direction in boy's kick or the direction of the ball is different, right? Or you can say opposite direction. Or let us take the second example which we have taken earlier. So if this man is pushing the wall with the force 100 Newton, so what happens to the wall? As we know, wall will also apply reactive force, right, that is 100 Newton. See, the magnitude of the force in both the cases is equal, but the direction is opposite, right? Direction is opposite to each other. As you see, the one force is moving towards the wall and the other force is moving towards the man. So with an experiment, let us verify this law. Take two spring balance, A or B, right? So fix one spring balance with the hook on the wall, and the other end of the spring balance hooked to the spring balance B, right? I hope this is understood by you. So just apply some force on the spring balance B to push it or to pull it towards you, right? So what do you observe? You observe that both the spring balance stretch equally, right? Let us talk about the readings. See, the readings in both the cases is also equal, right? The reading in both the cases is also equal. So what it means? It means when we apply force on this B spring balance, right, it is also apply force on the spring balance A. So the magnitude of the force in both the cases is same, right? But the direction of the force is different, right? So from here, what we can say? We can say that force which we have applied on the other spring balance is equal to the force that this spring balance applied as a reactive force, right? But direction of force in both the spring balances are different, right? See, A is reacting to the pull force on B, right? जैसे ही B इसको पुल कर रहा है तो A क्या कर रहा है, उसका रिएक्टिव फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा है यहाँ पे, राइट? तो ये रिएक्ट कर रहा है. So what you can say, the direction of the forces in both the cases are different, right? So let us understand with another example. So Newton's third law of motion basically about every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? Let us take this example. If a boxer kicks, right, in the boxing ring, so what do you think from here? As you kick something, right, it will also move towards you, right? So you are applying force in this direction, right, in the direction, or the object is also applying force in different direction, that is towards you. So if you are doing action, if you are hitting it, so that will also push towards you. Means every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? So what you can say, action is equal to the applied force, right? जितना फोर्स आपने अप्लाई किया है that is equal to action. And what is reaction? रिएक्शन इज इक्वल टू रिएक्टिव फोर्स. जो भी जैसे ही आपने फोर्स अप्लाई किया तो जो ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो क्या होगा, रिएक्ट करेगा. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड रिएक्टिव फोर्स एंड इट इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू द reaction of an object, right? It means these forces occurs in pairs, right? So if there is action, that then there should be an reaction, right, exist. तो अगर एक्शन है तो रिएक्शन भी होगा ही होगा, राइट. सो it means these two forces, action or reaction, will always occurs in pairs, right? As you see, when this person is punching this box of punching, it is also reacting back towards the person, right? So what we can conclude from here, what we can say that every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So students, this is Newton's third law of motion, right? I hope this is clear to all of you.